Alright, guys, I'm here reviewing the Bodum Original French Press, and I got this yesterday and have been making a ton of coffee with it, and it tastes fantastic, works wonderfully. A great seal with the mesh on the glass, no leakage at all or grinds getting through. Uh, Very high quality material, good plastic, heavy duty plastic on the outsides and on the base, as well as the cap. I don't envision any degradation, and there's a good stainless steel stem going all the way down, so that's not going to be bending on you either. Uh, so there are a couple things that are good and a little quirky about this. The good thing is, well, I guess the quirky thing is here. First of all, is there's a little protrusion here, which is a clip that holds the beaker in place. So the beaker is actually not really glued in place. It's held in by pressure of the base pushing up, and then this thing holding it down from the top. And that does mean you have to tilt this to put it in. So you have to spin this to the right direction, tilt it, and then put it in, so you don't just jam it down, which can get a little annoying, I guess, but that does have a benefit of you can replace this just by simply lifting up with a little bit of pressure on this clip, which holds it in place. And so if anything happens to the beaker, you can replace the beaker. All right. Now, the other little thing that does get annoying, but this is pretty much with every French press, is the grinds that get stuck in between the mesh here. The mesh you can see right here, and that metal plate at the bottom. I don't know if you can see it in the shadow there. Can be cleaned pretty easily. You just have to kind of I like running a knife through it just to get everything out. But I mean, it's not going to affect the coffee because this sits outside, and then you press it down and pour off the coffee. So it's not really going to have too much of an effect unless you let it sit in here. Other than that, this is Brazilian style, so you do have a mesh in the front here, and it doesn't kind of lock out like I know a couple of them do. But all in all, a absolutely fantastic French press for great value on Amazon. All right, hope this helped.
Bodum has captured the essence of cheesecloth in this fantastically cheap yet gloriously functional Calamini press. Attilio Calamini, yes, that's Italian, was a smart man when he stole the idea, allegedly, for the French press and patented it in 1929. He knew he was going to make it big. Unfortunately, the popularity of the French press and the rise of the pre-ground coffee beans has led to the abomination of le café. Sacre bleu! The original French version of the French press was nothing more than a cheesecloth pressed through a pot of boiling water, which resulted in a heavenly rich, full cup of coffee with a hint of scalded fingers. But how can this be, you ask? Starbucks has so many fancy gadgets to make their coffee. Well, the secret, of course, is in the grounds that are coarse. Pun intended, because French people love puns. To put it simply, it's all about the grind, baby. Pretty much all pre-ground coffee you buy at the store is a medium grind. What you need is a coarse grind. Repeat after me. I will no longer buy pre-ground coffee. What you do want to buy is a ceramic burr grinder. I use this morning grind manual grinder because I know that 60 cranks on the coarse setting gives me the perfect coarse grind of my favorite coffee beans. I could go into all the details of why you're torturing your taste buds with medium grind coffee, but in the spirit of the French, let's just retreat from that conversation. I'm sorry, no offense. Just like the French, oh la la, he's on fire! So before you go out and spend a couple $100 on a new Keurig, do yourself a favor and try this sub $20 Bodum French press paired with a quality ceramic burr grinder like this one, and impress your friends with the perfect cup of coffee. Check out the step-by-step process in my review.
I'm going to show you the issue. In order to get this to fit, you have to twist it in, and then it gets interesting. It does not go all the way down. Yeah, there is a gap between the filter and the beans.